Scanning production code. Unit 05953234 confirmed. Warning. This unit has been compromised.
What's going on?
Initiating retrieval of compromised unit.
She still remembers you after all these years.
You? Huh? What gives?
She remembers you after all these years. Oh, the Moses compound is known only as the first Magitech production facility.
Birthplace of the
myriad Magitech troopers and demons the Empire holds dear. To you, this place should have some sentimental value. After all, it is your home sweet home. I'm not the one who almost killed you. You really ought to take a rest. Perhaps the estimable Chief Basithia will help you heal that broken heart of yours. I love this guy. How quickly they forget. But fear not. I have no doubt a reunion would refresh your memory. Arden is a badass motherfucker, bro. He's my favorite antagonist in the series, hands down. Better than Kefka because they give him the actual backstory he needs. And in this episode, they introduced this crazy fuck known as Verstal, who we actually saw in the beginning of the game, passing over High Commander to Ravis. But that was all we saw of him. Now, from here on out, you'll be seeing quite a bit of him because it's played in the order as I played it so far for the best results, chronological. So episode Arden is played in the game after Noctis gets absorbed into this crystal, to say the least. At that point you should probably go tomb raiding. That's when I decided to do it. It makes the most sense to do it prior. So what you do to do this is you basically just select the end of the game. You just kind of go to the middle button and close application. So there's going to be an autosave, so you don't have to go through all the cutscenes, you know, you could just use the autosave. And then start up wherever you feel like is best to start up to return with Umbra, and then go back to certain things. That's what you'll do after you do Arden's episode, because that's chronologically the next that comes after this. So, this episode they introduced the villain behind Magitech, who Arden used to basically make his dreams come true at destroying Sheba. At one point they were allies, but Verstal went crazy. Construction finished today on the first Magitech production facility. Rising military star League Authority of the Magitech. Verstal Basithia has been selected to oversee the plan's operations. Reports say Basithia will relinquish his field duties in order to serve at the compound full-time. And after Glorka was killed, I think High Commander was given to Ravis. Prior to that, it was Commander Glorka, who was actually Titus Stratos. You'd have to watch Kingslave to know more about that, though. Now you can re-listen to some of his logs. You'll be introduced to him again, like I said, soon enough. You'll find out everything he did, and how he discovered Arden and all that. You can tell that this guy has been, well, planning his plans in his head. He's a little cuckoo, though. He's like really kooky. And bask in its glory. He's crazy. He's a nut. He's kind of like Sid from Final Fantasy VI, because like I said, if there's any game I can compare this game to, it's 6. It's got a story very similar. Where, like, the game story is kind of told through the episodes of the characters, not the other way around, where the characters sort of highlight episodes of the story. This game's story is based upon its ensemble. And I felt like that's what saved it in a way, that it had such a good, likable cast, where they could actually do this. Alright, so there are going to be different highlights. If we're going to get them all on the way, you're going to have to pay attention. You got to take photos. One in which is actually the Kaiser Behemoth. It's kind of cool because you could relive the moments up and up and up and up and up and up and up, over and over again. You could start from those specific points, which is very helpful for the case of Behemoth, which is one of the bosses that you could easily miss in this part of the game. So just be wary. If you played the game before, you'll probably already have Trigger Happy. He works a little different though, where you have to remember triggering. Your actual trigger button and your auto lock on button are different. Your attack is the trigger button, which would be R1. Don't press that to just, and then squares to duck. He could regenerate really quick. He has fast stamina like that. And he can run fast. So stay low, it's beneficial to him because he doesn't have a lot of HP. But once you can learn to auto target like that, and just press this. And then if you press while he's like that, he could do a slide. See? It's beneficial to him to do it actually because it gives him more of an oomph. And if you can get in close, you could kill them with the Audix blade. Just remember to switch back to your handgun because it's more useful overall until you get crack shot. Once you get in close, you should usually be able to do a crack shot. There's another easily missable one here, so be sure you don't miss it. I like his episode. It's good. Like I said, I look at this game like Final Fantasy VI. Remove the character scenarios from the game and it's not much of a game. Not much of a story to tell. With this though, you do have to watch Kingsglaive to get a lot of the back information, I'll have to admit. This game doesn't start you with many items, so you might want to be careful as you go along. This gives you a little bit more information on Prompto. Although the most information you'll get probably be later. You'll get more information when you play episode Arden, after Arden introduces himself and the crystal reveals who Arden truly is to Noctis, and he gets to relive episode Arden. What's happened to him, which would be, you'd have to actually watch an anime. It's pretty good though. It's only 15 minutes. It's the episode Arden prologue. So he decides to make clones of himself. Arden is sick of him when he first meets him. He's like, oh my god, this guy's nuts. Watch the prologue though, it's a really good one. You'll find out who kind of like the antagonist of this game is too by playing that game. And I look at this cannon. Now remember, I always get this confused in the beginning. Stealth kills X, he chokes him out. Now that same main crack shot is triangle. I think overkill is X though too. Now he has different weapons that he could switch between. This is a little different compared to how he's played in the main game. Where in the main game he has a set number of weapons. He has the Rapidus, which is a machine gun that you automatically aim. Does he have the Audix blade? I'm not sure. I don't think he does. I think he's stuck with the Rapidus. But he also has lumen flares too. But we haven't got those yet. All I know is it's most best to get used to his handgun. It's really helpful. And how you can switch to the Audix blade as you get closer to an enemy. Just learn how to utilize a handgun. See how that did that?
Bring it on.
Remember, Star Shell is cheap and it can blind them. And it reduces their stats. The Audix blade can be useful. You could overkill them with an overkill strike. See, crack shot. And an overkill. It's really useful if you learn how to play Prompto the right way. You'll be in fine. Because Star Shell goes really handy with a lot of his shit. Overkill. Crack shot. Yeah, it's not hard once you learn how to utilize all your weapons. His two main weapons being Star Shell, handgun, and Audix blade. Once you get the hang of all those together, you'll be in good shape. Trust me. Be sure to pick up documents of Restyle on the way. He gets a little buff resting, but more importantly, just catch the highlight. You can look at your highlights in your archives. See? Highlights. There's another one coming up. It's the only one that you can miss. There's two that technically you can miss. We're gonna pick them up anyway. There's a lot of useful information to find out more about the story in this game. But pretty much only Prompto really gets information of. It's implied though that through the crystal's wisdom, since it has a lot to do with memories, you know, Arden actually demonizes. Spoiler alert, I guess, for those who haven't gotten further in the story. He does demonize a god. He demonizes Ifrit. Wow, that's crazy. Snaggers. What snaggers? We find us out here in Lucius. Not in Lucius, in Gralia. We fought a few snaggers.
What kind of a maniac experiments on
It's crazy. Getting used to these alternative weapons other than the Rapidus, and they're good, but like I said, the most important is getting used to the handgun Star Shell. Make use of Star Shell. Like things like the Behemoth, hopefully you'll have Trigger Happy unlocked if you hadn't played the episode already. But if you had played the episode, Trigger Happy is always good. You'll unlock that as a level 3. Selfie Shot's cool. I'll probably use it maybe on the Behemoth or Trigger Happy, because Star Shell won't have any effect on a Behemoth. I can tell you that right now. Easily will have no effect. Too big. That's considered a boss. Considered the super boss in the episode Prompto. Or that, or Aranea, which I already beat Aranea. There's a few of them in episode Ignis. Wait, which way am I going? Wrong way, I think. Accident. He can move fast, luckily, which is the good thing about him. We'll be introduced to some other weapons.
ready or not?
Alright, so this is how you use this. You can blow those things up and kill them. See that? It's not hard. Oh. Do they want me to land shots right now? There you go, success. Overkill can like restock my shit and then use Star Shell to blind them. And then you can move in close if you want. Or you could just aim at the main head. You'll be fine. Either way. There's restock points too around. You should probably get rid of that. Because it's not a good idea. You'll restock. Make sure you check the area. Everything's clear. Because there are some new items you can pick up. See? Now they'll teach you how to use it. Could be new records out of the ally bazooka. This one's not bad. It's good for big enemies that you'll fight. Some demons later. And some of the side quests that you fight when the area opens up. You get a chance to explore a little bit of Niflheim and the Gororus Rift area. Uccello, I guess it's called. It's a big expansive plain around the Empire. Surrounding Gralia, I guess. You'll see, this one's more useful against big ass enemies. That's the best use. Takes some charge time too. That's another thing. But we're ordered to use a sniper rifle. So we'll get the Skeeter rifle. This is somewhere right in the middle. You could do sniper hits with this. One down. Two hits. Now, for the sake of simplicity, it'd be easier to just kill these like this. Restock too. I like the Skeeter rifle, could be useful against certain enemies. You find the ally bazooka be useful against like a behemoth or something like that, you know. But again, it has some charge time. But you'll have Aranea with you that time, so you'll be in good shape. Which is a very useful partner, considering she's sort of like a regular party member in the group. You know. That could be useful though, the other thing. Just saying. Looks like we got some company here. Yep. Just look around. Keep your eyes peeled. Some of these could get in the way. Get rid of them. Because I feel like they're gonna activate some shit. Ally bazooka. Watch this.
Detected. Eliminate immediately. Commence elimination.
That could destroy those, which is actually useful. Well, if you're standing right near them, you probably could, because you could just reload. Now you got a lumen flare. It's like magic. Then you can crack shot them. Leaves them open to crack shotting, and that's really, really useful. It's basically, I don't know what you want to call it. It's probably be good to start activating Star Shell now though. Because Star Shell helps a shit ton. Get down to the ground too while you're at it. Oh, they're activating those fucking things. I'll use Star Shell one more time. It's helpful nonetheless, how you look at it. If you use... You could overkill, then use Star Shell. I always find it to be useful to use Star Shell overkill. Get rid of that thing. You don't want that to get in your way. Don't let me get you. Remember, when you're shooting, always think of square, because you'll have a better, I don't know how to explain this. I took my time, so I didn't get it. It doesn't matter, you don't really get much for it. Trigger happy. This is cool. So this kills a shitload of them with his ultimate attack. You done. There's one more enemy. Gotta go find him though. Oh, he's over there. See that? And that's how you kill a motherfucker. Crack shot him. Then you could save yourself some problems.
I just gotta find my way out.
He's still not that hard once you figure it out. Even though I didn't kill all the enemies in time, I still did pretty good. I'm pretty good with Prompto. After learning how to use Prompto, you'll be in good shape. Sigita rifle is useful, but I think the Rapidus is a little better in my opinion. I'm gonna call it and say it, you know, Rapidus is good. Again, Rapidus is good in general. Other than that, the LA bazooka is pretty good too, or the Sigita rifle, but I find the Sigita rifle useful against, like, sniper shots. Which is not good against any assault. Let's go for an opening. Alright, let's keep moving. There's only one highlight point you can miss, but you could miss a lot of documents that fill you up on story. If you're playing Final Fantasy for the story, which you should be, because most people play Final Fantasy for its story. And people seem to overlook this game's story because they don't play it in the right order. If you play it in the right order, you shouldn't have a problem enjoying the story. To be honest, you know. And it's true. Alright, let's go. But yes, he is pretty fast, so. Well, let's get out of here. Alright, now we get to see we're in the middle of, well, it's actually Uccello. It's a region in which where ice has merged with sand dunes, and this is what you got. Not too far from Shiva, actually. Pretty close to her corpse. I can show you in the main game eventually. So, like I said, get used to the handgun though. It's his little nafty handgun. Handgun is very useful. And if you want to get good at combat, getting overwhelmed, you should always be in, you know, kind of keep your guard and walk low to the ground. And pick up research logs. You'll get to hear the crazy Bristol talk. But there'll be more cutscenes of them later. Professor Arden has a lot of him. Explains how they got involved with each other, which is the most important thing. You do fight him in this game though. This is the game in which we fight him.
All this time.
Arden's a good final fight for Arnoctis, but the final fight for Arden is Somnus. He used to fight his brother, but you have to fight Somnus too, which just indicates that he is kind of like the final villain. Because the big fight at the end of the game is Somnus. You know, in Bahamut's armor. Which is just weird, but it's true. They're talking about him actually.
The kingdom kidnapped.
That's you, bro. Yeah, get over it though. Who cares? You're a clone of a guy. It doesn't matter. You're still your own person, bro. Just because you're a clone from his DNA doesn't mean you're not your own person. You were born as an infant, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so get over it though. Seriously. I mean, you're not gonna not embrace yourself because of that. Stupid. Like, yeah, okay. I should definitely make a save here because a highlight's coming up. Highlight moment. Alright, let's go. it's one of your brothers, bro. So they try to also be introduced to open world too. Make use of Star Player, like I said. Star Shell, whatever the hell you call it. It's another thing.
Commence elimination of compromised unit.
Crack shot. You can blow those fuckers up. Star Shell, bro. Still good. You can still hit him. It's not the end of the world. You just gotta take a different approach. Now wait till you get to the tech bars, but by the time you reach him, he'll be dead, I know it. You can get rid of the energy tank. I don't think anybody's gonna come to help us out. You can restock too with that wraps to this, so. But at this point, now I can get him. Trigger app, you'll get rid of any little stragglers that might be hanging out. Alright, we're gonna get ambushed by MTs now, straight up. Not snipers, MTs. Learn to use the Audix blade, I say. They use blades. And make use of one thing that's really useful. Bloody Star Shell. This will make them weaker. Look. Crack shot them. And keep using Star Shell, bro. There's nothing wrong with using Star Shell. Crack shot. That's why it's good to get used to that shit. Hide from that shit. But then when you can, Star Shell again. Trust me, Star Shell will always be your knight in princely armor. It'll blind them and it's gonna make them hard to see. Yeah, that's a good time to switch. Getting used to using both is always helpful. You'll see what I mean. Overkill. Oh, I should have overkilled it. I didn't overkill him. I wonder why. But now, we got something better to use, watch. Well, Star Shell first. Overkill. Crack shot. And crack shot. Now activate trigger shot. And you get everybody out of your way. Easy as pie. Dead. Crack shot, crack shot. Overkill. Overkill. Alright, now duck to keep your head cool. You don't want to lose HP, that's why. And you'll raise your trigger, so. I always look at this as the easiest way to get this done. Star Shell! Why'd I do that? Lumen Flare. Watch this shit. Crack shot or overkill, but I need an overkill. We're done here. Now I can... I guess... No, I'm not gonna bother using an elixir. You could sleep. Fine. Besides, your HP will recover itself in the process. Take a little time, but it'll recover. And faster than Noctis's, I know that. Probably gonna equip something else anyway. This is probably better if I switch over to this attire. Tundra mask on, yeah. You'll have more resistance to fire and a higher resistance to critical, well, getting crits and blizzard ice. It lowers his overall HP though. Collect items. You'll probably find some good stuff. Let's find the easiest way. Could be this way, I don't know. Probably, yeah. Lumen Flares is a good sign. All these items are actually a really good sign. Means we're heading the right way. And there's only one more thing you could miss here, so it's gonna be hard to miss it. Well, it actually is very easy to miss, but we're not going to miss it, so don't worry. We're heading the right way, we just have to go around. You'll see. Down this way. It's simple, simple, simple. Oh, Merry Christmas, guys. Anybody who celebrates Christmas, Merry Christmas. Have a merry one. Happy New Year and all that. I figured it'd be fitting to play episode Prompto on Christmas, you know. A winter, a white winter on a white Christmas, with a snow for the, you know, it's just got a Christmas theme to it. Episode Prompto, you know. Father and son. It's a good episode too. It's got some fun combat. If you can get into it. It's better than Gladio's. Gladio's isn't that great. And Iggy's very similar to that of Noctis. Just more into elements and shit. Like a black mage.
Lucky me.
His is definitely the most unique. He is fun. A bit squishy, but with Aranea at his side, he's pretty good. And if you get used to his range combat and how he dodges and shit, you'll be fine. It's a good episode too.
How could he do that? What am I?
Ooh, okay. Those are like clones that he's been making. Obviously not everyone looks exactly the same, but he actually doesn't look too different from his father. Other than his voice, he has a better voice than his father. His father has a terrible voice. It's not that good, let's put it that way. Even as a younger guy, his voice is always shitty.
Deep breaths.
Deep, but not good. It's Arden running amok. It's his job after all. Bahamut set him on the path Because he's the true villain of this game. And it's not a spoiler because they don't tell you unless you play episode Arden.
Do you recall the child who was stolen from this facility?
The one those Lucians absconded with.
Precisely. I thought you might like to see the fine young man he's become these 20
His calling, like Noctis' calling, is to spread the darkness.
So as thanks for bringing your pets to insomnia,
To end the Lucian line.
the time has come to meet your maker. Any questions for Daddy Dearest? Father and son.
Good episode, though.
I love bringing families together.
No! It's not true.
Well, he's not your father, he's your clone. But technically he's your father, I guess. Because he used his genes to... Yeah, I guess, yeah, technically it's his father. Yeah. That makes sense. It is his father. Clone, but still his father, I guess.
This place will never be my home. My home.
Here's another research log. Odd place to put it, though. This is from Kingslave. He was the one behind the attack at the Citadel. Everything they lost that day was all due to his magic attack. That Arden, I guess, gave him the demon power for. With miasma. When he introduced miasma to them. Fire was the original thing used to make magic attack. Then it changed. With the study, I guess, right? Yeah. Basically. Yep. It's debatable whether you want to play all this when Noctis enters Big Presto, signifying a sign of like, well, he's obtained all the knowledge of the crystal has to offer. But I don't know, it just seems better if you play it chronologically. Alright, rest, and then you can also save the game if you want. Try to have a save. In case you miss an item. That would suck. Let's see. How many files do they give us? Alright, I think we have enough. Alright, let's go.
What's the matter?
Never seen a man turn.
Never seen.
So you fight him as a boss in this episode, but his character is explained more in episode Arden, in the very beginning of the Niflheim.
Because you were cloned from this genius's genes, born of my own.
Which is important to the story.
You are but one of millions created.
He's turning.
A great empire.
He's going to make himself Immortalis, which is a throwback to the worm, I guess. It's a big worm boss. He looks just like the worms, those big gigantic worm monsters. So he looks like to me. I'm a Lucian.
I am not one of your experiments. Not anymore. Now you're nothing but a failure. I ought to return you whence you came. Perhaps
I like fighting Aranea.
some use. Never!
She's fun. Well, I enjoyed Prompto's episode. All the episodes are good, even though Gladiator isn't heavy on story. They had a lot of time together in the main game, like being a part of the Titan trial. And Leviathan was kind of like Ignis's part in the trial. Kill, Vestal, it's not like we knew him. All we look at him as a crazy old guy. I don't care if I was cloned from him or not, he's crazy, this fucking guy. Let him go to fucking whatever he's gonna do. Immortalis. Beginner's transfer. Patricidal. No, patricidal.
You lose your friends
And murder your family. Now I have no one left. Alright.
Vital functions decreasing.
Yeah.
Plasmodium activity
He's going to absorb his body into the
Demodification
Mortalis.
complete. Initiating transfer to Unit XDA.
There it is.
1002.
Immortalis. Alright, we meet up with an unlikely ally. Who else would it be?
You always
She's
hard to get
great.
like this?
I like her. She'll help you randomly at
On your
nighttime.
feet.
I'm not sure if she helps you with hunts though. Because once you unlock all the Astros and complete the story, it's a good time to go tomb raiding.
They're working on.
With all the Astros at hand, you'll be able to get help
I don't
from
know
many
what's
different
got you so shook,
Astros.
but you can deal with
Specifically
it later.
Shiva,
Let's move.
do ice damage is very useful in Crestone channels and stuff like that.
I'm
Just
gonna
only
use
be
this
around
once.
level 50. Don't exceed level 55.
Lose your will to live and you lose all hope of me helping
Or
you.
else it's pointless. The game becomes too easy.
Target detected. Capture and retrieve immediately.
A true challenge.
Commence capture and retrieval of compromised unit.
He also has impervious too, by the way. Use the auto exploit, I guess. And once you get the chance, probably use Star Shell to help. Right now, I'm gonna go. That's a crack shot. Horrible. Now, once you leave this area here, you're gonna have to get this highlight. If you miss it, you're fucked. Dragoon dive and trigger shot both cost, you know, a decent amount. So you only wanna hold on to that. Once you get out here, you're gonna get timed. Well, you'll see what's gonna happen. So you'll have a timer. Now, it's over here what you're looking for, by the way.
Move it.
I'd recommend not using anything fancy, just stick with Star, Shell, or whatever, because you don't have time to be using all this shit. It's the only time you can use Dragoon Dive at first. Go with what you have to go with first, you know? Use Star Shell, it's the most useful. You'll find it the most useful. What we're looking for is over here. There is one right over here. You're gonna have to find it. It's not easy to find actually, I find it kind of quite hard. Where is it? There we go, took photo. See? You only get it at a certain time though. Now if you want to use Dragoon Dive, it might be a good idea to use it. She only gets a different attack outside, so might as well use it. Hopefully you can kill that Mabelis. That's the big one right there. If you can kill him, you kill the boss in the area. get a whole bunch of different attacks too, which is very useful to know. Dragoon dive. You don't have unlimited time though, remember. You are running on a clock, so kind of stay nearby. So you can leave and still have time to get the photo.
You're natural.
See, look, there was another one. See? And that is all of them.
You're natural.
Well, practically all of them. What else do we have? That's about really it, though. There's one more enemy there, but what's this? Oh, lumen flare, cool. Alright, let's get out of here. If you don't get out in time, you'll be fucked. See?
Head there.
If you don't go within time, you'll get a game over. It's not worth it.
I said I'll catch up.
So just kill what you can.
Go.
You might not have done as good as I did, or you might have done better. But I know episode Prompto is not easy at first because it's a completely different type of battle system. You know, control-wise, it's still a bit different. You can change it to main controls. Right, so you can automatically X is to similar chocobos. You get off at X. Now we're gonna be exploring. Oh yeah, you can go to archives. Yeah. See highlights. This one counts. It should have been number 2. There's gonna be another one too coming up, and you can only get them at these specific moments in the game. So, let's see, items. You can, I think, go to, hold on, let's see. Documents, highlights, photos, now. Order. Yes, order those out. And then after this episode, you should be able to freely use the Iron Heart in the main game. You know, because you'll be in good shape. Gear. This will help with his crits. If you're gonna fight the Kaiser Behemoth and you plan on fighting it, definitely, you're gonna want to do mask and goggles. It's the best combination for the few fights you'll be fighting. Learn to also utilize the gun while driving. You get to use a machine gun automatic. You don't have to kill any of these guys. All you gotta do is ride past them and shoot at them. It's useful learning too, in case. Now, I don't want to blabber on because there's another highlight point coming up, and this one could be a pain in the ass to get because of the MAs that shoot fucking pistols at you. But it's useful to get the hang of using the snowmobile. It's a throwback to Final Fantasy VII, obviously. We can all attest to that. You're looking for like a jumpy point. If you miss it now, you're fucked. You'll never be able to get that highlight point again. So it's the only time we can really get it, and I'm not sure which one it is. It's on a hill coming up though. If we do miss it though, I do have a save point I can always load up, but it is over here. Just gotta be careful. I plan on getting, these are the ones that are really easily missable, that's why. So, figure if there's any time to get it, it could be now. Oop, shit. And that's why it makes it a pain in the ass. And sometimes they can keep on hitting you like a motherfucker. I hate it. But I don't want to miss it. Definitely don't want to miss it. Because this is probably the hardest out of all the highlights. Kaiser Behemoth isn't that bad because it's generally in the area. See? I wish there was a way you could call over the snowmobile. Or do you need to be in the snowmobile to take the picture? I'm not 100%. I think you might need to be in this, could be the spot. But you need to be in the snowmobile. What if let's see. See, this is what I was always afraid of happening. Whenever this happens, you get into a fucking shit show. But as soon as it's over, see, it'd be different if you could return back here, but you can't. It's a one-time shot. If you miss it, you're fucked. I'm hoping I get a load screen right now. That would be pretty helpful, because I think I just missed it. It's right over there. See how much HP the Prompto can lose just from those? It can lose a shit ton of HP. Which forces me to use a Phoenix down. Because it does a lot of damage. I'm not going to waste an elixir. They don't give you a lot of elixirs in the beginning. I'd much rather just reload the game. But they're made cheap at that. It's the hardest highlight to get. And highlights are cool because then you can start anything and see? Right there it is. There we go. Now we can get this fuck out of here. So yeah. And Kaiser Behemoth, why that's not that hard is because you could just look around and it'll show up eventually. It might be hard to find, but it's not as hard as this. It's not that it's hard to find, it's hard to take the photo. Once you take it though, then just get the fuck off this mountain, because you're basically being annihilated by MAs, MTs, all over the place. You could shoot if you want. You might take out a NIF or something, but likely you're looking at just getting down the mountain safely. Make sure you get the highlight photo if you're trying to, 100% this. Get all the trophies. Once you're down, we complete the next chapter in this game. I wouldn't bother trying to hop up on things right now. This is our hovercraft is not high enough level. It will be higher if you do this sub-quests. And Kaiser Behemoth, like I said, I'm gonna do that just because it's fun to do and it's a challenge. And it's fun in general. Boss in this game, it's super boss of this game as well. Considerable. I think this was a good episode though. If you play all the episodes in the chronological order, it actually has a decent story. I like it. It's like Final Fantasy VI. It really is though. It's a story based off of the ensemble. Really good villain. Support cast. Like Gladio's episode didn't offer much, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. Because Gladio already had some good moments in game. Like he was there with him and he had his private moment and his heart to heart during Titan. And he also has another heart to heart with him, near right after episode Ignis when they meet up at Fodena Casino. But so but playing all the episodes in the right order makes a lot more sense than waiting. In my opinion, I've had a better experience with it so far. So when you're in we can start side quests now. But first, let's head to the rendezvous point. We'll meet back up with Aranea, who poses to be pretty useful. She uses Dragoon, I think High Wind or Dragoon Dive outside. It's a little different. Get used to using the Flare Grom. Super Magnum? I don't know. SMG? You can use it like a machine gun. You'll get better with the Flare Grom as you increase the snowmobile's damage. It's just a good thing to get used to sometimes. But most enemies will knock you off eventually. There are two bosses. There's a demon boss and then there's the Tyrant Behemoth. Tyrant Behemoth being the harder bosses of the ladder. But this is the Uccello region, in which is basically mostly Graal, I guess you could say, Niflheim region. It's what they were talking about in Uccello. It's basically the area that they crossed over. It's like a combination of, you know, sand dunes and tundra, basically, because of, you know, the paradox between Sheepa's corpse. In fact, it's actually not that far from Sheepa's corpse. I could point it out on the map if I had the main game's map with me. I think a little bit north of Sheepa's corpse, I guess you could say. A little northeast-ish from there, kinda. Not too far from the Uwa region. And this means to open up the game a bit more too. Good thing is that Prompto's combat is fun, so if you give it the time it needs to learn how to play it, you'll like it. There's another highlight over here, by the way. I'm not 100%. I think there is a. Yep. Without ruining anything, it's a highlight photo. It's been added to the album. Yeah, you could come back to these events, I think. Elixir. While we're alone. And that's another thing. Certain quests come out at certain times. So this is before, obviously, we set off from Tenebrae, because we know at that point, day never comes back again. That's like the last day, was hitting Tenebrae. So I start this quest pretty much every time we leave for the girl over Swift, because it happens before then. Ties into the game pretty well. But as nighttime approaches, I'll probably pick this up after this. Because then we get the entire realm to ourselves. The whole entire area is open. So let's do it. We're at the spot we need to be. Like I said, Dakatome Haven. Besides, I'm not gonna go crazy looking for it. I'll find it when I find it. Alright. I thought it was a good game though, overall. When you had everything together. The graphics are good. The characters are good. Main party consisting, in my opinion, over the entire course of the game. It's hard to say. Arden is sort of like a character in the game because you play him. And Defreet is also a summonable astral, like an ally, because he's also played during the game. It's hard to say. It's for one of the few Final Fantasies that actually let you play as the main villain as a party member, you know? And it's also one of the few moments in the game where you'll be able to utilize the summon of Ifrit, who's one of the best summons in the game. He uses Firaga, and then in the end, well, he also uses Meteor Flame, I think it is. And then in the end, he uses Hellfire to fucking kill Somnus. It's awesome. It's definitely worth playing it at the right time, of course. Most of the second half of the game is played throughout the episodes, so just gotta know how to play them, that's all. With the three most important episodes being Prompto. Well, Ignis first. It's the biggest of the episodes, and it's the beginning of where all the game.
Into your buddies in Tenebrae.
And then it's up to you if you want to play the, you know,
Worried sick.
comrades. It's up to you. It's not that much to do with story, though.
You gonna go see him
Really,
or what?
whole different game. Which is whatever.
I can't.
What up to this?
I can't. born here. In Niflheim. All this time.
Wow.
And that's not even the worst part.
Wow.
I wasn't born into a happy family.
He wasn't. He was born into a shithole
Created
family.
in some laboratory.
And his family
The
didn't even
entire
take notice of
reason I
him.
exist is to make Noct and all of them miserable. How could I possibly see them?
But this game wouldn't have been that great if we didn't have such a good cast of characters. My favorite character was Gladio, though. I love Gladio. Gladio is awesome. But maybe that's because they put most of his primary scenes in the game, not in the episode. His best scenes were in-game, not in the episode. He actually had the worst episode. His episode was subpar. But the other three, I'd say, were perfect. Because episode Arden fits perfectly after he regales himself with his true identity, and then you get sucked into the crystal, meet with Bahamut, and then you reflect upon the crystal.
Sounds like they've been through a lot since you left, but they're still dead set on getting to the capital.
Which point you would probably, again, like I said, restart the game.
They'd have a better shot with you around.
Then you'd start episode Arden. Ask about me, yes. No, RNA is pretty useful.
Did they say anything else about me?
Not that I can recall.
But we're gonna be then tomb raiding, which is gonna be a much higher task. That's my next. That's after Arden episode. Arden we do tomb raiding.
So, he doesn't hate me after all.
Routine Shiva. We team Ifrit last. Use him in episode Arden. So we technically obtained Shiva
I can
last.
tell you want to get back together with them, so why not let them know?
You think they'd let me back? After all this? And even if
Look
they
at
did let me
this.
back, I'd probably
He needs to
go
start
through
thinking
trouble.
about what he wants, you know? This is ridiculous. Him and his pity party. What does he want?
I don't know how I could live with myself.
Like, you're like, acting like a slave to them.
Such a great job of living.
Right? He's such a pussy. Stop thinking about what you want, bro. Who cares what they want?
From you, you don't even know what you
What do you want anymore, man? Jesus. What's wrong with you?
forget about what everyone else thinks for a second.
Yeah, and do what you think is right for you, bro. What is it what you're after? Who cares about Noctis and them? What does it matter? Immortalis. Pretty hard fight too, by the way. It's decently hard. Depending on how good of an aimer you are, but it could be hard because of the time limit they give you. It's a good episode though, with a pretty nice array of bosses that it gives you. Like the Tyrant Behemoth. Well, Kaiser Behemoth, I'm sorry. Same model though. And Aranea solo, which is actually pretty fun. You get Immortalis, which is also fun. And then you also get some monkey dude, which is pretty wild. And you get, what do you call it? One of those other thingy-majiggies. It's a demon, big ass demon though. It's like Ultima weapon kind of. That's what it looks like anyway. Anything we save here moving forward? Yeah, we follow the dog Prina, who could either or be a messenger of Bahamut or Shiva, I'm not really sure. But she's still alive, but not really, because she's kind of like about to die. As we know that, wait, I think there's also a highlight here, by the way. It's not too far out. It's like right here. If not, I'm not gonna dwell on it. It might be available later. If I can't find it, I'm just gonna rest. Rest. I'm not gonna just save or anything, I'm just gonna rest. See if it'll say it there. I don't know. No. Let's see, is it available? If not, see? Side quests. There are some formidable foes. Side quests are fun if you like the gameplay of this game. See, Prompto can move pretty fast, which is good. Alright, let's go this way. Hop on the snowmobile. Could upgrade the snowmobile in time. You have to use CPUs. I don't know what that stands for. CPU, 10 CPU. You use CPU to upgrade the snowmobile. Now this way. You can work on side quests after though. Let's do this and get this out of the way. Second chunk of story happens after this. Alright, there's an MT with the Empire's insignia on it. The sword. Slash dragon, I guess? It's like a dragon sword. He's a nightmare, I think, after this. Must be there's a soul of Prina. Because Prina is dead. Makes you wonder. Did she really die that day? Or did she ever really die? He must have passed out. He's having an illusion. Oh, there's the Ultima Blade, right? Most likely it's a signature weapon. That's why I use it. He's having a nightmare. Oh god. Huh. He's crazy. This is real. You gotta know it's a nightmare. I mean, it's obvious. You can tell it's a nightmare. Huh. You feel defenseless though. Helpless. It's kinda weird having your best friend think he's your enemy. Have him saying all that shit to you. Gotta make you feel really shitty. Prina. Makes me wonder if Prina's good or bad, I don't know. Prina made herself appear bad once in the Omen trailer. You'll find out Prina is actually a disguise or something more evil, like Bahamut. That's why I said is Prina messenger of Bahamut. Umbra is actually the Umbra and Gentiana are messengers of Shiva, but Prina might not be. It's a disguise. I don't know for sure, but this seems to make sense. We follow Prina, but this could just again be. I'm thinking it is, honestly. Part of me thinks that, you know, Prina could possibly be a messenger of Bahamut. Look at, he leads him to this now, which is even crazier. To killing himself? It's ridiculous. I think Prina might be evil. Prina is a weird one. Umbra's always been kind of helpful, but Prina... Umbra and Prina seem to me like they would be messengers of Bahamut. Will work for Bahamut. I don't know. Alright. Well, we have to accept who we are. And accepting who we are might as well mean put these poor saps out of their misery. They have no right to live like that. It's not fair. Put him out of his misery. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve to live at their every command. You think he wanted to be there? That could have been you, man. Alright, this is important. So Prompto is about him coming to grips with himself. And it makes a lot more sense, again, starting the episode chronologically. It always does. I guess I appreciate the episodes because I'm not too alienated from it. One of my favorite Final Fantasies was Final Fantasy VI. That's my favorite Final Fantasy. Because I noticed it was the best Final Fantasy for me. Like, it was just awesome. I really liked the way they executed it. You know, half of the game towards the end was optional, and it was a good scene.
And that you remain ever at his side.
The more you invested in the game, the more it was, the more better it became.
Am I good enough?
Then the beginning of the game, most of the setup of the game, the main storyline, was set up in these scenarios. Each character hosted a different scenario, which is very similar to this game. I mean, it's what made me want to save those characters before I fought Kefka.
What do I want?
Alright, so this is your cue.
But I finally found my answer.
And then we get a little free roaming time to do side quests. You could harness your power with Prompto and then take on Aranea one-on-one challenge. These are still blossoms, I guess, huh? Amaze balls. Alright, if you're gonna go fight the Tyrant Behemoth, that's what I'm gonna do. Tyrant Behemoth! Nice. Unfortunately, most of the areas in-game are hot, so you can't really utilize that outfit. It makes sense. Unless you're in a cave or something.
I thought about
That's
what
different.
you said, and I've decided to face my fears once and for all. I can't choose where I came from, but I can choose where I'm going.
All right. But slow me down, you're going to get left behind.
Alright, we got RNA in our group now. And we can do side quests. It's a good episode. Now, so you can upgrade the snowball in time. Damage boost. Stability boost is probably one of the best. We have nothing right now though. Let's do side quests to obtain it. And be easy with lumens, don't abuse those. You all have to look around for side quests though. And they pop up at different times. Instead, you might want to get used to the combat. It's not too hard. Once you know what to do, just know you can never run out of bullets with the flag round. They're pretty much unstoppable. But you also won't get any neat blindsides or any combat status really. Just kind of continue to use the gun. The only way to get some neat combat combos, obviously, is to fight off the snowmobile. You could also utilize snowball to fill up your tech bar. Tech segments will, you know, fill up as you're on the, as you're in combat, even if you're on the snowmobile, which is good about it. Well, let's just get this up here so we can change the quest. Eventually you could change the quest, but at different times of the day. Depending on what time of the day it is. In the afternoon, we'll get the Case of Behemoth, which I'm gonna go after. Now we can go up here. It'll automatically change when we get up here though. There is one up here you can get down by the specific time period, but I don't care too much about that. It just seems to kill enough time so that the quest changes. Quests, or side quests that is, change throughout the time of the day. Yeah, these things are annoying, they shoot fire at you. Look at this. You could kill these. It's not like you can't kill them. It's something to get used to anyway. Because if you don't get used to it, you're gonna have a hard time fighting them. Where is Renaya? Elix, no, Phoenix down would work. Potion. No! Star Shell is always helpful though, remember that. Oh, you got me. These potions. Well, she could also heal you too, you know. That's a good one. Oh my god. She can heal me, you know. But the problem is she's too far and those things are way too high level. But by getting rid of them, that would really help. But they're really high level. And they're hard to kill. There's gotta be a way to do it though. High Wind. We got rid of almost one of them. They're really high level right now, but you know, should be able to do some damage with them. Well, good crack shots are very helpful. Very good. One's out. You could probably get rid of these things, which is really helpful. Star Shell. Enervation, bitch. Get away from the fire, man. Get away from me. See how you can slide? That's what you want to try to do. Slide with the fucking thing. Whenever you're sliding, you'll be doing more damage than generally you would.
Let's do this.
High Wind is good. And if he's in your position, you'll be gaining a lot of HP while she uses it too. Which is good. Then you can crack shot. Usually about 3-4 times. That was enough to kill him.
You're natural.
Star Shell is helpful. Watch that shit. That was a backstar shooter. dead. Now we can get rid of those fuckers for good. So once you have Aranea in the group, shit changes. There'll be a much more adept fighter. And we can start moving forward. I would like to improve the speed of the snowmobile, that would help a lot. That's right, square is also another way of shooting. With the flag ROM, which never runs out. It's like the Rapidus. Now this one, let's see what this is up here. The other one comes out soon though. This one brings us back to the Magitech research facility. We'll see. Unless the quest changes. Oh, the quest changed. Now the quest is still good to uncover the map though. There's an easier way up here too, by the way. I'll show you. An easier way to get from up here back to down there. I think we can take on, what do you call it? Let's see. What quest is that? I'm pretty sure I know what quest that is. It's the quest I think it is. If it is, let's take it on. Luckily you don't have to gain any levels, so you just have to be good with Prompto. There's only a few side quests I really want to take on anyway, and that's one of them. And so I could upgrade the bike just a little bit. Be more useful to have a more upgraded bike. Told you, by going up here you'll unlock that. There's also a little place in the forest. There's a side quest here you could do, running down the mountain path. You can do that if you want to get 100% completion. I'm just going to be covering highlights and shit. Highlights primarily, and the more significant side quests like Kaiser Behemoth and some of the demons. There's a demon boss you fight. You know, it's like the ultimate weapon looking motherfucker. It's a demon, and you fight it at Shiva's corpse. But it would be nice for it to be a little faster. Sometimes I like to take a remove vibration because it's annoying with the hovercraft, snowmobile, hovercraft. I hope this is it. I know it comes out around this time, so. But you could easily tag it on with the right gear. And there's a highlight point for doing so too. Ooh, okay, this is another boss. You could probably get a good amount of shit for that. No, you don't want to. Let's see. See, with this, you'll lose negative fire, and he does fire damage. It's your best bet. This is one of the harder quests. That's the only ones I'm really doing, the bosses.
Rise and shine, shortcake.
What makes this hard, obviously, I think we all know what makes this hard. So the goal is to dodge and then shoot. See, and then you'll also get link strikes. They don't actually say link strikes, they're more or less combos though, and they're equivalents to link strikes. Or depending on how you shoot your gun and get dodges and stuff like that. Get it nearer. See? That's one. He blows to the gun and then she comes flying through. See, there's another one. We shall slide. There's quite a few of them. Now she should be able to save Prompto just like any other ally. See?
Slacking on my watch.
Trigger happy can get rid of a lot of enemies. And it does a good amount of damage too, so. And it triggers crack shots, as usual. Oh, use an elixir. Luckily you can step out of battle too. It's gonna be tough to fight it. You're gonna have to rely on some crits. Slow as fuck. Well, it doesn't do enough damage. Wow, looks like I found a good spot. A weak spot. I locked onto that spot. He's slow as a motherfucker, this thing. Look at this. Look, I got a link strike. Well, it's a combo attack. That's from the Kensei. This can kill a lot of time, by the way. Trigger happy. Oh, sweet. Trigger happy does the damage. We'll compare it to Highway and see which one does more. Ooh, that did good damage. That actually does good damage right there. Star Shell. I could probably kill this even though it's level 99. You want to get spots that are going to do damage. Oh, nice, I got impervious. As long as you have the patience, you should be fine. Run over. She'll heal you. Just like any other character of the Imperial Army. It'll be worth it in the end, trust me. Highwind only costs 2, which is good.
Have a nice flight.
And it could also put in crack shot. So make use of that. See? While it's in vulnerable state, you can activate Star Shell to fuck it up even further. You could easily win the fight. I mean, it's definitely possible. Aim for weak points too. Specifically, like its missiles. Look at that, that's perfect. We're getting to him though. No! Oh, we fucked up. We left the area.
Let's do this.
This is a hard one, a lot harder than Behemoth Tyrant.
You alright?
If she brings you to life, you can just use a potion.
Take this.
I think it'll pay off. I accidentally get out of battle, that hurts. Trigger happy does damage actually, so I won't complain of trigger happy. See? It actually did good damage and I triggered something else. She can't die, so don't ever worry about that happening because that's not gonna happen. Change your locations. Use Star Shell when you can. You can sometimes block attacks, which helps a lot. See, if you attack what he's gonna use, that hurts. But when he does that, you can go over to Aranea, she should help you out.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, move out of the way while he does that stupid shit. And you probably want to activate High Wind when you can. High Wind is useful. High Wind can activate some crack shots, which will bring this thing to its knees. Hopefully we'll end up at a battle, because I hate when that happens, it's annoying. Makes you immunity towards certain things, which helps. So you get like 2, 3, about 3, so there's 4. That's the best damage you'll get. I think we just got a... yes, we did, Link Strike. But it failed. Interesting to note that some of this could fail. Which is interesting, but true. I'd rather fight with him until he can't fight any longer. You'd be surprised how far he can make it. We've already taken down some of his HP. Star Shell makes him weaker than usual. It does some damage, but not enough. I'm gonna try Wind again to trigger crack shots like I had said. You trigger out some good crack shots like this. Because then the only other boss, there's 2 more bosses actually. There's some way you can get the most damage in, trust me.
Not half bad.
And you can get damage that way too.
Let's do this.
Oh, danger. But you can have Aranea bring you back to life too. Don't forget that, run over to her. If ever need to, run over to her, she'll heal you. It's a good thing to know. He's probably harder than the Behemoth though, but you'll get the prizes worth it, I think. Watch. Watch this. Watch over, run over to Aranea. She'll bring you back.
Sorry about that.
Alright, use a potion. High Wind. Now, get rid of your crack shots. Oh, he's getting more feisty. Okay, sweet. We got a... just keep activating slide shots, though. That's a good way to do it, too. Star Shell is nice. That's annoying, but not as annoying as those fucking you-know-what. That was a Link Strike. Link Strikes are just like combos in this game. Star Shell shots are helpful. See? That did it. Right there, I did it. See, that also helps you dodge things like that as well. If you do slide shots. You gotta stay on the move. If you stay on the move, you won't get hit by bombs as much. Still doesn't guarantee anything. High wind. It seems level 99. It's on similar scale with the behemoth. Crack shot. This is what you gotta rely on. Crack shotting with high wind. And then hit it with the Audix blade when it's vulnerable. You could do good damage that way. Always relying on the useful. Star Shell won't work on the behemoth, I don't think. Oh, they got hit. I'm thinking we'll be able to win this battle, though. I'm hoping.
Thanks.
Remember how important it is to run, too. When you're dodging, sometimes it's just important times to dodge, you know? Alright, high elixir. I haven't used one yet anyway, so I could use it. This thing is powerful as fuck, though. Is it not having effect anymore? No. Got a better shot with the other one then.
Let's do this.
Once we get to 2, we'll be in good shape. Trying to dodge while moving. High wind. Hopefully this can help it bring it down.
Have a nice flight.
It also ignores the with missiles, which is helpful. Didn't put him into you-know-what mode though. Some of his most useful though is moving in with a little bit of a doubt.
Take this.
Nice damage to the shin. How'd I get hit? Go over to her. She'll bring me back. And use a potion. Probably the hardest fight you'll fight.
Take this.
try to use High Wind. High Wind! Angelus Cassis. That's what's up. That's the most damage you'll possibly get.
You're a natural.
It doesn't do as much as I think it would do. As I'd want it to do, actually. Whoa! How'd that happen? Thanks. High Wind. High Wind's one of the best ways to get things done, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You might not put him into crack shot every mode, especially towards the end, but it's worth it in the long run. Trust me. Okay, heal me. Heal me. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
At this point, I might as well just wait it out.
Let's do this.
Alright, if I ever bring me back.
Get it together. No
See?
slacking on my watch.
Made easy freebies. High Wind again. Soon this thing will go down and you'll get a shitload of stuff worth it. For doing it, at least. Not always though, but you're getting the idea. He's gonna be laying out mines. That was a link. Good. Use High Wind. That was also another link with the High Wind.
On it.
Good.
Have a nice flight.
Got 31 hits in all, that's pretty good. We're slowly whittling them down. Not again. Now he's gonna die. See, the difficulty of the game should have been more like this, but they didn't make it this hard. I don't know why. They could have made it harder. High Wind. This will go on. If you can manage to get it into that state, which we did. It does good damage, that's why, really good damage. Nice, we got a... Star Shell is very helpful. No, no. Try potion. Star Shell is like Flash, think of it like. Luckily she can't die, so you can take advantage of that, which is very helpful.
Let's do this.
High wind again. You could try it. Hopefully it'll work. At least Prompto has a fast regeneration rate, which helps. This is one of the harder fights, so no worries. This is supposed to be harder than usual, because it is one of the harder fights. You know? So don't feel too bad if you haven't struggled with it. It could take a little time before you get it yet, believe it or not. It's not easy, you know. Well, it takes patience, just like fishing, and all that other shit. Enough patience so you'll get it. Just learn his patterns of attack. And learn how to slide and shoot. That'll also help, because it'll help you get combo attacks. Or link attacks, as they call them, right? And remember how important stuff like high wind is. Very important for crack shotting. You need to know this at the time of Behemoth, let's put it that way. And it also, remember, techniques nullify certain shit like attacks, certain things. So. And then once it's back, when they're vulnerable, it's really good for him to use his Vortex Blade. Star Shell!
Take this.
And never worry. She should always be there to help you out. And if not, use a Phoenix Down. And if you run out of Phoenix Downs, like I said, maybe this isn't your day. Until you're getting to like one Phoenix Down. But still, nonetheless, I believe there are much better ways to do this. As I've already said, now I will use potion number 1, High Wind. Every once in a while she'll have the ability to initiate a crack shot with that. Especially in the beginning, so it does help. Near the end, not as much. You may want to switch over to trigger shot. Okay, good dodge. It was a good dodge on my part, I'll have to admit. Oh no. I'll use an elixir. I have one more shot left. Some things can dodge, some things can't. You'd be surprised. trigger happy after this. It's important we do as much damage as possible. And we're getting there. You don't want to leave battle too long. He'll gain HP every second you do. You could do good damage that way. Just gonna say. She could bring you back to life, remember. It's just that the Audix blade can do good damage. You'll find out how useful it'll become. And if it puts it invulnerable, you're lucky, because you're getting it low on HP. And the Audix blade is really used on vulnerable enemies. No. Oh, we got this though, come on. Oh man. I have one more shot to kill it. If not, I'm fucked. Should be able to get it though. That was a shot. Got another one.
Take this.
We got it from behind. Seems to help kill him with the blind side. There we go, that does damage. Illuminate! Right from this distance here, you can just keep hitting it. It seems like to me. I'm getting mad blindsides too. See? It's like a little trick. Didn't even realize that, you could just kill it from behind. Oh, not for long. It's like you can get him from behind if you're lucky. We got him now, no? If we use Highwind on him, we should kill him.
On it.
He's the hardest, I think, in my opinion. There we go. And you get some items for that too. A good amount. Elixirs and Phoenix Downs. It's the boss. One of the few bosses you can fight. And then the other ones are pretty easy. Upgrade Snowmobile? Absolutely. See how much you need for that? Damage boost. I would get a speed boost and a jump boost. Speed boost. And damage boost helps. Means you'll do more damage with the you-know-what. With the Flagram SMG. shotgun magnum attack, I guess. Now, generally, I think the behemoth comes out around here. If it's that time. If it's not, he won't be here. But we'll find him. You can just practice like this. There's no real, you know. You're not gonna get anything for it, in other words. You might find items lying around, but they don't drop items. Nothing for you to really collect, basically. But getting used to the combat is cool. That's how you utilize a combat. It's good for a preemptive strike, I guess. And again, it fills the tech bar up, so it's useful in that respect. See? So it is useful to have. Alright. Let's pick up an optional weapon over here. All sorts of different quests will pop up. Just know that link attacks in this game are a little different. They're more like combo attacks, if anything. They work together through like initiating certain slide attacks or positions in proximity to each other. Some connect, some miss, you know, so on and so forth. It's pretty cool. Here's the beasts. Law of the Wild.
Hit it, Prompto.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could use a snowmobile and get in a preemptive strike like this. Oh, we fucked it up, didn't we? I got a better idea. By using the snowmobile as a preemptive strike, we can utilize it. You'll see exactly what I mean. Garrulessa, Bandersnatch. Once you get involved in a quarrel, so you can run them over too. But you can make use of that. A lot of use. You see that? You're trying to throw shit at me. It's good to get used to the combat on the fucking thing. Aiming at the tusks, you're aiming at the right spot. That's where they take the most damage. Alright. I'm waiting for a specific quest to come active. Shouldn't be too long. This is good, easy hunting. You can easily use this for it. You don't need much else and just get rid of the saber tusks, which is really easy to get rid of the fucking. complete. And you get some CPU. 5 elixirs. It's definitely worth it. 2 Phoenix Downs. And now you can upgrade the snowmobile for jumping if you want. I'll probably do that. And it pays to upgrade the snowmobile. They all cost 5 in the beginning. You'll have an even snowmobile, so you'll be good to go. You'll be in good shape. Now, quests show up at different times. Until then, you should just search the area primarily for items or anything that'll make your day a little easier, you see. Believe there may be an item around here. Alright, they made us get off, and we just take into action. Now remember, you got your L1 target, and then you got slides by R1, and then combo attacks, which are done to do certain types of attacks using the gun. Different combinations equal out to different things, especially in proximity to each other. Bullseye attacks will often trigger. See, vulnerable. You can pick up some shit here. Usually, sometimes lumen flares if you're your first time. Save them for the big guy, behemoth. Pick up anything else, Agita rifles, shit like that. You dig? Right, snowmobile. Alright, let's head on over. We'll head on over this way to a side quest, you see that? That's just a stupid racing side quest. We don't not need that. Gotta wait till 14 o'clock for the Caves of Behemoth. I'm pretty sure. I know where he shows. Caves of Behemoth usually shows right around here. You shouldn't need you shouldn't need too many Phoenix Downs, to be honest. I mean, he isn't too. He's not like that hard. So I'd say he's easier than the MT or MA, whatever you want to call him. If you grab like a bazooka, so a Sagita rifle. Sagita rifle might be useful, but the bazooka is good. But you have to wait till time moves. You can look something up online actually to see what times different quests start at. That's the race down the mountain, the one that's available now. But by the time you get all the way up there, it's gonna change again, and you'll have to go down. So you'll have to time that out beforehand. Let's see. I'm gonna charge my phone. See what the dealio is, because there's only a select few I really care much about doing, really. Basically a Behemoth King or Caves of Behemoth. Seeing as it's the coolest boss in this episode, I think it's pretty cool. But while we're here, see if there's anything to pick up. Specifically, I guess, lumen flares. Those are harder to find than anything else. There's plenty of items to switch up with. LA Bazooka, Rapidus, Specifically right near Behemoth King, who appears, I believe, at 14 o'clock. So that'll be 3 p.m. That's the time he appears, 3 p.m. The Uccello region. Amaze balls. Gets cool at night time though, because you get to fight some demons. Naflgear. Naflgar. Sweet McGee. There's another quest that actually pops itself over here. Items are a bitch to find in this game though. So you'll want to do some quests just for item's sake. And you can hold up to as many lumen flares as you need without running out, which is pretty useful to know. Besides, we're getting close to our time. You can just return to the snowmobile anytime you need to. See that? Alright. Irenaeus Star Spear. Shoot, pretty good stats. 58. Well, that's the level you should be after this is all said and done. Bullet arts. Now, we get ready to fight this son of a bitch. Trust me though, mask and goggles is the way to go. Always rely on high wind. You'll see in time. So if you're wondering, this is the Uccello region, which houses the first MT facility, Magitech production facility. It is the home of the first Magitech production facility, which they actually go into more about in episode Arden. So you should follow up on that with this. Well, after Noctis reaches the crystal, which isn't too far from now. He's fast, so he's good like that. I'm about to find out though, when the goddamn Behemoth is available for pickup. You dig? Every quest has a specific time, and those times change as the clock changes, obviously. I'll probably return real quick. Return to snowmobile. Yeah, return. Maybe let snowmobile. Very good. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna search it real quick on Google. Much easier though, here's someone. We'll find out. I think I was last looking up how Trigger Happy's critical is different than its regular, but I don't think there is much of a difference. Final Fantasy 15 episode Prompto Kaiser Behemoth availability. Alright, we're good. Alright. The Emperor of the Ingors. Emperor Depose achievement. You will get an achievement for this. It's the only one that gives you a trophy, which is weird. Unlock by taking on and beating the level on your nightfall. You'll unlock. Yep. $15 we're getting close. We're getting closer. This is what basically we're waiting for right now. We're actually really close to it. It appears over here. I'm right next to it actually. That's exactly where it shows up. You know what? Maybe we'll go ahead and... Nah, I'm not gonna do that. It'll change the whole entire... Changed everything up, so I'm not gonna bother. Might as well wait till 15 o'clock. Now, I'm thinking about picking up a different weapon actually. I bazooka will probably be more useful. Or Sagita rifle. We can switch in the middle. Rapidus. Yeah, bazooka will probably be better. Better suited for this fight. Watch. Once he appears, which it looks like he's getting closer to appearing, we should just wait here and finish him off. Well, this one's actually not that far. Not if it fucks me up though. Let's see what it is. Something I doubt we'll need the bazooka for. Something simple enough. This thing again? That's gonna waste my time like I did last time. Don't ever let that get in your way of achieving your goal. But you do get a lot of CPU for it, I'll tell you that much.
Let's do this.
I don't want to fight that one yet. She does a lot of damage, yeah. That's a leg. Or more like a combo hit, I guess. This one often offers a leg. You'll see. See? There you go. Like that one. They're so stupid they just stand there like wands. Watch this. If you stay far enough, I think you could just hit him. But you'll run out of time. It's too bad they didn't drop any items. Be helpful. That's the bastard that's so hard to kill. No. He's gonna appear over here. We already fought him already. But you may want the nighttime to pick up more restoratives, because he's gonna be tough. He restores HP pretty quick though. But you're gonna need to switch gear. That's what you're gonna need to do. You'll notice it'll appear now. Now, to do this properly, should have at least 3 Phoenix Downs. That's all you're gonna need. Elixirs are fine. We're good. I'm gonna take certain things, items. Take off things like potions off. We don't need them. Elixirs, only things you have in your inventory. Save it. That's fine. It seems to make sense to wait. You have his HP up a bit. But if you switch his gear over to the goggles and mask, should be in good shape. We have more than enough restoratives right now. We should be good. He can't hit you with a special, so what we're gonna need to do here is we're gonna go and return to Snowmobile. It's right next to the thing. Should still be there. We're gonna have to use high wind and stuff like that. There it is. Now remember, be patient with this one. You do get a reward for this, by the way. Damn it. Gotta be careful with that. It's a good way to take it down, but problem is you gotta make sure he doesn't knock you off. Watch out for its ice attacks. Mainly you're gonna wanna upgrade the get the tech bar filled with that. See? Might as well use an elixir. Alright, now we got the tech bar filled, we can use high wind. High wind will be helpful on this, big time. Especially in the beginning. Okay, let's get out of here. Star Shell should work in the beginning, I think. You'll have to get used to this you know, dodging and shit. I might not do it the first time, who knows? Dodging is really important though. And high wind. High wind will help. Oh. What happened? Why didn't the crack shots work? It's important to get used to those handlings.
Let's do this.
Alright, so just keep sticking with that for now. Utilizing dodges. That's the best way to go about this. Ah, wrong time. You got the timing off. That sucks. That sucks. A waste of highway, which sucks. Alright. That's what you gotta do. You gotta fucking bug in the way though. I see it. What the hell's happening? Prompto, get out of the way, dipshit.
Sorry about that. It's over!
Oh.
Bring it on!
Oh. They got a wing strike. That really protects you a lot from those blizzard nights. They'll try to hit you with icicles. High wind. We should be fine. Just gotta keep up with the high winds and crack shots.
Not as bad.
Watch out for that shit. Wow, there's a way to dodge that, you know. You just gotta...
You alright?
She could bring you back momentarily. Rely on her though, she's definitely helpful. High wind now. Definitely do high wind.
Have a nice flight.
You should be fine. But as you got to lose HP, putting him on break is going to be as easy. Are we, did we dodge it? No, maybe not.
Take this.
Oh, fuck me. Then utilize her.
Thanks.
Now, maybe get a crack shot, but maybe not. We got her at the same time he went up to lift off. Ah, he got me. Not really. I'm dying right now, as you can see.
Get it together.
As long as we stick together, though, we could be fine. But also, keep in mind that certain things will keep you immune to certain other things. You gotta do a slide for that in order for that to work. It's the only way to make it work. Yeah, there we go.
Roger.
You can use the utilization, I guess, of the Audix blade, but it's better to get used to the hand one. Up, Prompto's in danger. Elixir. Makes sense. You gotta watch out for that. We're doing pretty good though. Yeah, there we go.